In every neighborhood, there's a place where stories are told, where laughter echoes, where community lives. For many, that place is the barbershop. Here at Chop P.H.D, the chair is more than just a seat. It's therapy, it's wellness, it's humanity. And behind the chair stands Saya, or known as Al the Barber, a craftsman, a listener, a cornerstone of this community. But while he's cutting clean fades and edging up sharp lineups, he's also fighting a battle most never see. Al is currently waiting for a kidney transplant. Every ring of the phone could be the call. Every day is lived between hope and uncertainty. This isn't just a story about illness. It's a story about resilience, about faith, about showing up for others, even while you're waiting for a second chance yourself. This is Spaces Between. This is Al's story.
All right. For those who don't know you, Saya, who are you and what does Chop mean to you personally?
I'm just a kid from West Philly. Got a Caribbean heritage. Just embrace my people. I fell in love with cutting hair. I did a lot of other things with my hands, but I just fell in love with the business. So.
What kind of environment have you always wanted this barbershop to be, Chop to be for you? For you, for other people, for men, family?
Professional,
okay.
Comfortable, and affordable, to be honest.
Was there a season when running the shop felt heavier than usual, even if most people didn't see it or know it?
Yeah, when I first opened, I had a different name, and I was running with a friend of mine's, and I realized the hard way that friends and money really don't mix. And I told him I'd rather close the shop than our friendship be messed up, because we knew each other since we was like little kids. And at the time he didn't understand, but now he got his own shop, I got my own shop, and now he sees what I was talking about. Because I told him we can't be friends and managers. You can't be friends and a superior of somebody else. You got to just make sure, you got to make some tough decisions when you own a business. And that's how we made it up.
You are now refocusing or revamping the shop, and you're doing a relaunch. And the new focus is not just on haircuts and not just looking good, but also feeling good. So the wellness aspect. So I want to kind of segue into that for a little bit. When did you first realize something wasn't right with your health, and how did that make you feel?
Well, the beginning of 2020, I caught COVID in the very beginning. It was like April 2nd, something like that. And I thought it was just a chest infection from me doing some welding work. But my doctor was like, no, you have full-blown COVID. She sent me to the hospital. I remember walking to the ER that Saturday. Don't remember nothing else after that until I woke up. Maybe it was like maybe the Wednesday or Thursday after Mother's Day. And that's when they told me everything that happened to me while I was in a coma. And my kidneys, I was actually on dialysis when I woke up. But then they started working again, and the doctor was like, she never seen that before. And I was like, well, I believe in God, so I know it's possible. And then, but I'm still on the list because they're not working, they're not even 50%, but they still in awe of what happened. And I'm not in awe because I know my God I serve, but they still in awe. So I'm on the list. I go from the top of the list to the bottom of the list, depends on how my kidney functions. But it's been a journey. Like it's not an easy thing, because you got to watch everything. You got to make sure you wear the gloves. You got to if you feel like somebody's coughing or something, sometimes I got to be like, I can't do you, because I can't afford to get sick. So I can throw on a mask and all that, but sometimes that don't help. So it's not easy, but I'm walking by faith right now, to be honest with you.
So it does affect your day-to-day. What about, just your energy and stuff?
I'm always tired. I just fight it. Some people in my family didn't think I would even should go back to work or even try to do this because it's stressful. But the barbershop game itself ain't stressful for me. Running the business is stressful because of financial things and all that. And I lost a lot of money in these last 5 years, but everything for this building fell in so much place, and my client saw so much potential. he was just like, look, man, I got you. Whatever you need, I'm gonna help you. He said, don't worry about it. Just get in there. I believe in you. And that kind of hit me. I was like, yo, people really, I made a difference. You know what I mean? So then when I got in here, I was like, oh, but every month it happens. So I just
Okay.
give all praises.
I want to hear just a little bit about your family and your wife and what, just that time after having COVID and being in the hospital. What did that look like for her? How did that change, your family dynamic?
I don't know. I told her, I know it was hard for her because I had to learn how to walk again, learn how to talk again because I was tricked. My right hand, that was the worst thing in my whole thing with my right hand was they called it nerve paralyzation. My right hand was like stuck like this. And I was just like, don't take my hands. That's all I was worried about. And she's like, yeah, get back. And she actually stopped working so that she can take care of me. The only thing that was good about that is I was working for a company and my job, even while I was in a coma, they just kept paying me the regular hours. You know what I'm saying? And they kept me on my insurance. They paid off my deductible. They did everything, and I wasn't expecting it. I only was working for them for like 9 months. So when they did all that, and they didn't even fire me. They laid me off in July. So my family and I was covered the whole process. So July, even when they laid me off, he laid me off so I can collect unemployment. So my unemployment still was a good amount. So we was okay. Like she didn't need home health aid money or none of that. It was just, we was okay.
But I'm sure that was a lot too on her.
Oh yeah. Cause she had to help me do everything. And being young, and she was younger than me, just being young, you never think that happens when you're younger. You think it happens when you're older. But my brother came over and he was helping my mom, helped a little couple of days. I even let them take her out and chill when everything opened back up, just to give her a break. She kept saying, I don't need no break, but I was like, you need it. You gotta I know how it is to take care of somebody. And I took care of my grandmother, everything. That whole year was just rough for me because I lost my brother that January. I got sick, and then it was a rough time for our family. Period.
Understood. Was there a moment during, I guess, this journey with your illness and stuff like that where you completely changed your perspective on life in general?
I guess when I woke up, I didn't, they told everybody I was going, but in my mind, I wasn't going because I didn't, people ask me, did I go to heaven? Did I go see anything that God showed me? Like, he ain't showed me nothing. I was like.
So what did that feel like, even being in a coma? Because I'm curious.
I was asleep.
Okay.
I had dreams like I would have in a regular day. So when I woke up, I didn't know how much time had passed. I just thought I was just waking up. And I had a dream. The funny thing, God gave me a dream that kind of let me know why he allowed it to happen to me. So he's like, you got to change. So I tell everybody, God knocked me down. He knocked me out to wake me up. So when I woke up, I've been different. Like I told everybody now, I don't even chase money. I'm attracting money. I'm not like, oh my God, I need this, I need that. I'm like, you know what? It's going to come. It's going to come my way. Even my relationship with my wife is different now. So
now let's more about that. That's interesting.
I'm just saying, I grew up in the hood. Most of the people in the hood don't want to admit it, but we don't learn how to, we don't know how to be married. We don't know how to have kids. We don't know how to take care of kids because no one showed us. No one ever showed me how to be married. My mom and dad was married 40-something years, but that wasn't an ideal marriage. My dad took care of us with money and stuff, but he wasn't there. So I didn't know nothing about it. I just, most of my homies in the hood, we all were like, oh, we're going to give our kids everything because we ain't have nothing. And that's not the always right thing to do. So when I married my wife, I always say, I don't make excuses for people, but I always look for the reason the source of why somebody's a certain way. So before I married her, I met some of her family and all that. And I was like, she was like, what's wrong? I was like, we doing this off the whim. Like, we both don't know how to be married. Like, no woman in your family married. Ain't no dude in my family married. We really on the whim with this. And she was like, I ain't think about that. I'm like, yeah, but I said, we gonna be all right, though. Because we got married, January? We got married like 8 months after we met. So, and it's been 15 years now. So, ain't been perfect, but these last 5 years been great. So, I thank God for that.
I hear that. So you're now introducing, a wellness aspect to your shop. One of the things you're doing, I know you're doing it for the launch, but I know you're also trying to do it at least twice a month. You're going to have some nurses come in and do blood pressure checks in this space. So why is that so important to you?
Because, especially the men, and everybody say black men, but no, all men don't like going to the doctor. So, but when they're in the barbershop, they comfortable. They talk to us. They share things with us that we can't share with the world. Even back in the day, barbers was the doctor, the dentist, everything. So when they come in here now, I thought about it. I'm like, before then, I didn't really want to go to the doctor. Before I got sick, but now I feel an itch. I'm going like I'm out. But if I'm talking to a young man or an older man, he say, you know what, I've been feeling a little funny, my legs hurt or something. Hey man, I got a nurse in the back. She can check your blood pressure. She can check something out. And then one of the nurses, the doctor she worked under, said he'll be available for Zoom. So if they need somebody right then, they can call them. And they, because they feel comfortable because they're in the barbershop. One of my doctors used to say, I had white coat syndrome. And I was like, what's that? She's like, when you see a white coat, your blood pressure go up. When you see somebody dressed up like a doctor, she's like that. So she was my primary physician at the time. When she used to come to see me, she used to take her coat off. And she's like, you never pay attention, your blood pressure's lower. So when the nurses come, I don't say just regular clothes, but they still had their credentials and they can just let the guys know. So a lot of dudes have that. A lot of women have it too, but dudes more than women. So that's my whole plan.
I love that. If a man walks in for a haircut and Lee's had caught something early that saves his life, what would that mean to you, health-wise?
Everything. If we can save one person, that's our whole goal in life. Everybody try to save the world, but we're not trying to save the world. We got to say, even Jesus said, if I can grab one, I can get the rest of them. So say we save that dude, he gonna go and say, it's not even about the business, it's about him going to say, hey, this nurse was in there, they looked out for me, and that's gonna spread and let people know that we care. Because there's a lot of barbershops on this block, and there's a lot of barbershops around here that just don't care. I had a client in the chair, and my friend, other barber could tell you, he sat in the chair. He said that he was the barbershop was charging him like $100, but their attitude was like the client owed them something. We owe the clients everything. We won't have nothing without the clients. They even got a sign at their door to say, if you broke, don't come in. If you poor, don't even think about it. That's not barbering to me. Barber shop's supposed to be a welcome and a comfort place for anybody. I'm not saying let all the vagrants come in and tear your place up, but somebody come in that can't afford a haircut and they really need something, well, take care of them. Like you'll get blessings off of that. So that's why I said if somebody come in and they don't feel good and we can catch it, and the doctor tell them, look, let's get to the emergency room right now and we save a life, that's good for me. It's real good for me.
Yeah, I just got two questions. Are you currently on dialysis?
No.
Okay. Was it the GRF number?
Yeah.
What's that number? It gets so low to where you have to go on dialysis.
Anything under 15, you gotta go on dialysis. When I was in a coma, they told my wife my heart stopped. They told my brain stopped. And what they don't tell people though, the medicine they use to try to help your heart kills your kidneys. So a lot of people that go in with heart issues in the hospital come out and be on dialysis because the medicine they use kills your kidneys completely. So my kidneys wasn't working at all; they was at 0. So that's why the doctor was like, my main kidney doctor, her partner came in to see me when I was in rehab, and he was like, I never seen nobody that was in your situation and it start working again. He's I never seen it. He said, but you give me hope for my clients. And then I was like, I said, and then, me in my head, I was just like, whoa. Then I said, you know what, man? Honestly, if I went through this to let you know that God can do it, so it be. And he was like, he's just blown away. Even today, every time I go see them like twice a month, twice every 2 months. So even when they see me in the waiting room, he'll grab one of his patients like, look, this is the guy I was telling you about. It can happen. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, cool. So like even now, my doctor don't want me to go on dialysis because she said I don't remember, but she said my body didn't respond well. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people have heart attacks on the dialysis machine. So she was like, if I can get a transplant, that'd be great. So I got like 4 or 5 people lined up that want to get tested. So that's the situation. But I believe I'm gonna be all right. I believe I'm gonna be healed no matter which way it go.
One last question. What does it mean to you to be a black business owner?
In this country, a lot. Because we gotta face so much. And I try to teach my kids, and I try to teach anybody under me the importance of our blackness. Because having West Indian heritage, having Caribbean heritage, we seen black people in charge. We seen people heavy. Like even my grandfather, during the Depression and all that other time, he owned a hotel in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff inspired me to be like, you know what? I can't just work for anybody or can't do anything. Even when I was working 2 jobs, I was working just to make sure the business blew up. And now I'm like, I'm just gonna trust God. I'm gonna just work and just grind until it happens. So, and a lot of people don't even know there's only 2 black-owned barbershops in Center City, and my mentor is one. And I studied under him coming up. So me opening when I first came back, excuse me, I went to him and he was like, "You coming back?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna work here. I'm going on my own." He's like, "Good." You know, and that's what we needed for more people. And me, I want to be that person for other people. Like if you working for my shop for 2-3 years and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get my own shop," I'm like, "All right, let's go. We're gonna find you a place. I'm gonna get them a whole blueprint on how to open the shop, the LLCs, the businesses, but they're gonna work under the name, but it'll be theirs." So we do that. If we did that more, instead of trying to always focus on me, what I can get, I think we'd be better off as a people. But we let outsiders get in our head, like, you gotta do for yourself, you gotta do this for yourself. That's why even here I'm trying to teach them, like, instead of giving your number out all the time, get a shop number out. It's gonna come to you. Let's teach them, even our people, how to be different, period. Because people are so used to everybody being an individual and not working together. When they see us working together, it gives them more initiative to do the same thing. So I'm planning on franchising, and they all gonna be black owned. They all gonna be another brother from here or wherever, and we're gonna just make it big.
Some battles aren't fought in silence. They're fought in plain sight, behind a chair, with clippers in hand, a smile that doesn't always show the weight being carried. At Chop P.H.D, the cuts are sharp, the conversations are real, and the man behind the chair is stronger than most will ever know. Waiting for a kidney isn't just about time. It's about faith, about resilience. It's about believing that the phone will ring, and when it does, life begins again. Until that day, I'll keep showing up for his clients, for his family, for himself. And maybe that's the real lesson here. Even while you're waiting for a second chance, you can still be someone else's strength. Thanks for watching. This is The Spaces Between, and the journey doesn't end here.
Good.
Good to go.
All
That was
right.
excellent.
Excellent. I'm not going behind that material.
Listen. I'm cracking up.
I'm not going behind that.
I did not.
Ray,
Listen.
I'm not going
That
behind
didn't
that.
wait,
man.
you did it in one take. We didn't have to go back and get another.
Oh, you asked.
You hear me?
Oh, we got questions. Oh, we got questions.
No, I just ask you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you. Something simple.
I could, and now, no, if I practiced, I'd have been ready for that right
You
there.
ready for
Yeah. Oh Lord. Jeez, he put it together. You put it together, my brother. You put it together. You know exactly what I'm talking about. My name is Wayne Scott from the community of Philadelphia with Jamaican uh, heritage. And I'm here at CHOP as the manager. And we're doing a great job. We want to serve the community to the most accelerated level it could be. But we here for the community as well as servicing university quality as the CHOP P.H.D. Understand that?
All right, and now just one more question. Tell me what this new wellness aspect, because this is something that you guys are bringing into the shop with the nurses and the blood pressure checks and the health. What does that wellness aspect mean to you having that here at the barbershop?
It's exceptional. It's very important, especially dealing with our black communities. You know, we was discriminated upon for over 400 years. So we gravitating back to how conscious and important health is to us and our next generations, you know? So I congratulate my brother right there, Al, who not only started this corporation, but also incorporated the nurses, other community to get involved in the situation that we have, you know? And I love y'all. We dedicated. We dedicated. We dedicated. But I can't come behind this. So I just freestyle.
You did good. That was fine. You said I could keep thinking about it. Like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna come. This is in your head. It's keep thinking about it. It's crying. You did good.
But yo, we all about us. We all about us. Capital U.S. You understand? Capital U.S. Yeah. And that's for real.